question, and also I try to ask the council what is the solution, like question as well. A comment plus a question. Because I don't believe this sort of thing. 80% occupancy. Which one you talk about 80%? Is that multi-story car park or overall?
That's the precinct as a whole.
It means still no one wants to use the car park.
Yes, I hear what you're saying.
Yep.
My talk earlier,
Yep.
we are looking at engineering solutions for that car park to see if there are ways that we can re-engineer it to make it more accessible for people. So that's we're waiting on some reports on that at the moment to see what's possible and to see what the cost would be. But I guess I'd also point out that when we built that car park, we built an extra 2 decks, I think, John? Yeah. 2 decks above the capacity of what we were replacing. So for argument's sake, we had about 400 spaces in the previous car parks that were at ground level, and we've built well over 500 spaces. So we've future-proofed. So that car park is allowed for future expansion. Nevertheless, we still need to address the issue of access and can we make that better. So that's something we are definitely looking at to see what we can do. As far as the paid parking is concerned, we use a standard model to measure. And the model is telling us that we've had a slight increase, and that's a positive thing, not a negative thing. What our data from the parking machines tells us is that we are getting full occupancy. We're getting turnover. Every bay is turning over at the maximum number of times per day. So, for example, in a bay where there are 1 hour restrictions, and the parking restrictions go for 10 hours a day, that means that there's 10 potential parking opportunities for people, an hour at a time. Each bay is turning over at least 10 times. So people are still coming in quite regularly. We're not seeing any evidence, any statistical evidence to show that there is a decrease in the number of people coming to Springbok. I hear what you say about what the traders are saying, but I guess what I'd also say to you is there can be all sorts of economic reasons why traders might be having problems with trade. Parking is only one element of that, and what the data is telling us is that the parking has improved since we introduced the paid parking, not got worse. More people can find spaces.
Peter, maybe if I pick what Richard